Hey y'all, welcome to Nicolaaaa Designs. I am going to attempt to do another paint mica on the mold. The other day I did one of a frog and I complained through most of it that I was never going to do it again because I was having a hard time getting this stuff out of the nooks and crannies, but it turned out so pretty that I got to do it again. So I'm going to try this hummingbird mold. I'm going to try, hopefully, I don't know if it's going to be as bad or not, but we're just going to kind of wing it and see how it goes. I'm trying to think. I guess I'll make that blue. Anyway, so I'm using the Let's Resin Chrome powders. I have both sets. I forget how you can tell the difference at this point, but one of them has like some newer colors and stuff. They've mixed, so I don't know which colors came out of what. I picked out some colors that I think will be good in here, so we're just going to wing it and go. I'm going to try to do mostly chromes. I do have my other Let's Resin regular mica powders off to the side in case I decide I need them if I can't pick the colors that I want. But we're just going to see how it goes. Let me get my napkins out of the way. And here we go. Alrighty, so I know these. I'm going to try to do these as ruby-throated. I'm looking up because I have a hummingbird hanging on my window. That these need to be green. There's some red, I think, right. I know it's a ruby-throated, so I might research really quick just to make sure I can maybe do his whole head red. His beak, those are some tiny, tiny little areas there that hopefully I can get in the middle. And I know I'm going to have a lot of cleanup. It's the cleanup that usually got me frustrated on the last one, so hopefully I won't get as frustrated on this one. I know it's a process. I'm not in a rush. I'll speed it up for you guys so that you don't have to watch me go slow and figure things out. And we have flowers, we have leaves, and I think I'm going to do a gold border is what I'm thinking about doing. So let's just see how it goes. All right, so what color is this? Chartreuse yellow. I'm going to save this one for the inside of the flowers. I'm going to use this green, I think, on the wings and the tail. Okay, I'm gonna tap them because I store them upside down and they tend to collect on the top if I'm not careful. And I'm actually gonna move these on the other side and these on the other side because I noticed when I was doing my video that I kept spilling over here. So, alrighty, let's get to it. So let me start with, if I'm doing the green, how big of a brush I need. That one doesn't have to be as small. Let's start. I have a bunch of brushes. I'm trying to figure out which one. Let's try this one. And I know that's probably part of my issues is that I don't know what kind to use for everything. So I'm just kind of, and I don't know, I've never taken like a painting class or anything like that. So this is me just trying to figure stuff out. So I will speed you up. I'm just going to paint everything, like I said, with the chrome powders. And I will see you guys shortly. Or I'll be talking to you again shortly. Okay, I had to stop for a second because I had to look up the hummingbird. So his head should be green and then all the rest should be red. And then I don't know what I'm going to do about his little beak yet. But I had to look it up. And I should have put some other colors in here. He's going to be bright green. It's okay. Not the end of the world. Okay, so his head is green. All right, speeding you back up. Alrighty. This time the blue did not go on just because I was impatient. I actually planned out everything. It didn't get as frustrated. It didn't take as long either. A lot more details to fill in, but for some reason that frog one was just tough. So now I'm just kind of taking a fluffy brush and I'm just kind of burnishing just to make sure that everything's covered. Whatever hits the mold first is the color it's going to be. That's why I wasn't worried about the blue getting into these areas right here. So I'm just making sure it's all burnished in. And then I'm going to fill it with black. No guessing on that part either. All right, so I'm going to pour black. I'll see you on my other table station in a second. Hey guys, we're back. I've mixed up 4 ounces of resin. I'm using the Let's Resin epoxy resin, the casting resin. And I was looking for my black. And I'm going to use the Alumilite black opaque resin dye. I'm going to put 1 drop in this time because I always put so much and it's always so dark that I'm almost thinking that I don't need as much as I've been putting in there. So I'm just going to try, see. This bottle has lasted forever though. I've had it for like a year, over a year now. I was thinking about it and I'm like, you know what? I bet I could use less, which it looks like I can. So 1 drop, not 2 drops. Make sure I'm going to have to mix it really good. And I'm just gonna, and I don't know how much this mold holds. I'm guessing 3 or 4 ounces. Probably 3. I'm looking at it and trying to guess. Yep, it's opaque. So it only takes really one dollop of this. Alrighty. So let's pour this one. I'm dying to see it. Is that thin? So I almost thought I could see through it. Might be a little bit thinner than usual, but it was opaque, so we're good. Okay, and so I'm just going to pour. I want to spray alcohol, but I'm worried it's going to mess up the paint, and I'm also worried about the bubbles, so I'm going to bounce this a lot. I'm going to pour a really thin stream into these areas just because there's so many little details. So I'm going to pour really slow. I'll speed you up while I'm pouring because it's going to go really slow. Alrighty, so it took about 3 ounces. Let me see, maybe just a little over 3 ounces. All good. All right, see, and it's starting to come out here, so I put a little bit too much, and I'm gonna have to find something to put it in because I have my wedges scooped. Oh, darn it. I have my wedges over here under something that's propped up that needs to be balanced, or it's not aligned, it's not level. And so I'm using those over there. So I need to prop something. Some of these, I think, kind of sag. Let's see if that helps. And not make it go over here. Nope, it's gonna go over there. So I have too much. So I'm just gonna scoop some out so it's not gonna overflow. Should have stopped early, I guess, to see where it went. And I need to find something to put black in. I need to pull some more out. I was trying to dome it, but the doming, if it's not even, it's not going to work right. Okay. Nope, still not. And it's only this one side. Okay, are we good? I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I'm not gonna spray alcohol. I am going to probably use my lighter in the middle, not on the edges, because it will merge it and meld it to the mold. I'm gonna keep an eye on it for a while, and I will see you guys on demold. Hey guys, we're back, and this is ready to demold. It's cured. I'm dying to see how it came out. I'm glad that this wasn't as painful as the frog. I guess it was just maybe those are so deeply and recessed into the mold that it was hard to do. Okay, I'm gonna have a little bit of sanding I need to do on the edges right here. All right, here we go. Aww, look how beautiful. I think it's beautiful. I think it's really cool looking. What do you guys think? I like that even though I use the same color, I must have had some mix or something on this one. I like that they're a little bit different. That's kind of cool. Well, my flowers came out. I realized last night there's a little stick that comes through that I should have got, but I hadn't poured this mold before, so I wasn't sure. I'll put a little hanger on the back so that it can be hung on a wall. I think it's beautiful though. All right, let me know what you guys think, and thank you for watching.